Parties, decorations, family, and food. What else? That's what the holidays are all about. Now that there are 23 days left until Thanksgiving. Is that right? Yeah, story checks out. Kiara Brown is bringing you some festive recipes for the holiday in this month's segment of Cooking with KX, everything but the turkey.
Welcome to Cooking with KX. Now that it's November, we are going to do things a little differently. I'm a huge fan of the holidays, and food has always played a big part in how my family and I celebrate. I love turkey on Thanksgiving, don't get me wrong, but the sides are definitely the star of the show for me. In this month's Cooking with KX, I'm going to be making everything but the turkey. And I won't be making just any regular sides. I'm going to be making elevated, a little fancier sides that will impress your friends and family on Thanksgiving Day. So today I'll be showing you how to make a soup that is a play on sweet potato casserole. I'll be making it with butternut squash, but it's a sweet, creamy, rich soup that your guests will love and remember. So let's jump right in.
So this butternut squash soup is really fresh and actually pretty healthy. It's packed with flavor, and I'll be making some homemade croutons with it as well. This recipe makes around 20 bowls of soup. I'm making a lot with a full house of friends and family at your Thanksgiving in mind. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Peel and chop 6 carrots. Peel and roughly chop 2 onions. Then get a very sharp knife and cut through your butternut squash lengthwise. Scoop out all of the guts in the squash. Place the carrots, onions, and squash on a parchment-lined baking sheet. Drizzle olive oil, salt, pepper, and cinnamon on top of the vegetables. Flip the squash over so the skin is facing up and tuck strands of rosemary underneath. This will act as a perfume for the squash and will keep the rosemary from burning. Place sage leaves on top of the squash, then add sage and rosemary to the carrots and onions. Then place each head of garlic into a square of tin foil. Add some rosemary and a drizzle of olive oil, and then close the tin foil around the garlic. Place both baking sheets into the oven. Cook the veggies for 1 hour and the squash for an hour and a half, depending on the size of your squash. You want all of the ingredients to be extremely soft. Let the veggies cool for 10 minutes, then start adding all of the ingredients into a blender or a food processor. You will have to do this in 2 batches. Add carrots, onions, squeeze garlic into the blender, scoop squash with a spoon and add it into the blender as well. Then add 2 cups of coconut milk. Double blend the mixture to ensure all of the ingredients are fully incorporated and the soup is smooth. Then add the mixture into a large saucepan. Heat the soup on medium heat. Add 2 cups of vegetable stock, 1 cup of heavy cream, and whisk. Add 1 cup of brown sugar, salt and pepper, a strand of thyme, sage, and 1 bay leaf, and let the soup come to a simmer for around 15 minutes. While the soup simmers, make your homemade croutons. Turn your oven on to broil and line a baking sheet with parchment paper. I'm using this marble rye bread and just tearing the bread into pieces and smushing it into little balls. Drizzle a little bit of olive oil over top and add a few sprinkles of rosemary. Broil that for 5 minutes. Once the soup is hot and the croutons are crunchy, you are ready to garnish and serve. Add soup, then sprinkle cinnamon, brown sugar, drops of heavy cream, mini marshmallows of course, then add your homemade croutons. I hope this gets you into the Thanksgiving spirit. Bon appetit!
That's not all. Kiara will have a new Thanksgiving recipe for you every Tuesday throughout November. And for a full ingredient list and step-by-step directions on how to make it, go to our website, kxnet.com, or head to our KX Facebook page. And now